friends, I want to start by sending solidarity from this hall to all of our members in all of our unions who are on strike right now. Many represented here today, and many of you taking action for the very first time. We stand with you. Victory to the strikes. Solidarity to you all. And friends, I want to thank the reps in our movement in this hall, for the confidence that you have given to workers, for standing tall when you were tested, for putting the stake in the ground and money back in workers' pockets, and for showing that this is the real power of the trade union movement in this room and rooms like it. Because make no mistake, collective bargaining is still the tried and tested method of pushing up pay. It's what they really fear, not idle talk, but practical action at the point of production. And friends, at Unite, we've had over 900 disputes covering 200,000 Unite members in the last 18 months. And we've won over 80% of those disputes, with £400 million going back into workers' wallets. Working alongside our reps and our Strikes Plus strategy, levelling the playing field, using forensic accounts and leverage, and paying out £32 million in strike pay, Unite has put our money where our mouth is and backed our members in disputes with all and every means. And this is our focus. But when we began to try and do this, we were told to back off, that workers asking for a pay rise was an absolute national disgrace, that they were driving up inflation. Friends, we were told this by the same people who clapped the city like seals before the last financial crash, a crash they never saw coming. Well, friends, we're not taking any lessons from the Pied Pipers of the establishment, because it wasn't wages pushing up inflation, it was rampant profiteering on an unprecedented scale. And in no sector was this more evident than in energy, a broken market that chose to swallow £45 billion in profits rather than cut household bills. Friends, the price hikes delivered a toxic double whammy of rising costs and pay cuts, and ended with the absolute farce of workers being told to tighten their belts while city bonuses soared. But none of this was inevitable. There were clear choices. There are clear choices. Energy privatisation has failed, pure and simple. It has crippled our communities and what remains of our industrial base. There is only one credible answer. We need to take our energy back into public hands. And friends, don't let anyone tell you that we cannot afford it. It would cost just £90 billion to take our energy back into public ownership. We're a £2.5 trillion economy. Of course it's affordable, it is a choice. But friends, it does seem that our politicians are pro-nationalisation, as long as it's another country doing the owning. And where is Labour on this issue? Where are they on this issue? They cannot be on the same wobbly fence that sometimes they're on for the other issues we're trying to push. And Keir, our economy is broken. People are suffering right now. We're in the worst cost of living crisis in decades. This is the time to be bold. It's not 1997. There's no point grasping for a policy mix stuffed down the back of a 1990s sofa. Too timid to talk of hope, too conservative to make change. While spending limits become austerity light, when you refuse to even discuss taking back control of our national assets, and you're watering down your own promises to give workers a real voice. If you lose sight of what you're in there to do, then you are not seeing whose side you should be on and what we created you for. And friends, some say, and I'm sure there's people in this room, that we should not push Labour now, that we should trust them, that it'll be all right on the night. Don't make any waves, just keep going. But Congress, we have been down this road before. We cannot wait for jam tomorrow. And I'm sorry, with the rowing back of workers' rights, I'm not in a very trusting mood. Friends, the challenges we face are just too big to leave to the timid. Workers cannot wait. And if politicians won't do what's required, then we have to take action ourselves and become a real workers' movement, so that our influence is not just weighed in money, but it's also weighed in the mobilisation of people, of workers, for the policies we propose. So friends, let's be bold and not retreat. Let's swap the path of prestige for long-term opportunity. This is in our hands, it's in this hall. Let us be the change that we so often demand from others. Friends, the flame flickers anew. Let's rise up together. See you on the picket line. Solidarity.